On today's episode of Average Joe Survival, we will be reviewing an Altoids PSK Pocket Survival Kit. And let's just get into it. On the outside we have black electrical tape covering up the seams of the can to waterproof it and pretty much weather stripping just to waterproof and keep stuff out of it and keep stuff from, falling out. So, get that off. And it's purposely made to have a lot of extra electrical tape because you can either re-tape it up, or you can re-tape it up and with half of it or something, and then you can use the rest to use as a survival bandage if you please. But let's get into it. We're going to talk about the lid to begin with. Inside the lid we have 2 razor blades taped on the top for basic cutting, and you could possibly skin with it if you have the knowledge of skinning and understand the concept. It's pretty easy. We have our split shot sinkers, and we have a few small, I think number size 10 or 8 little fish hooks. On top here we just have 2 rubber bands. They're good for a lot of things. You could lash, you could burn it. Rubber bands make good burning material, but you could easily use it to strap stuff to your wrist or whatever you don't want to lose. Use it for whatever you need and want. We have a normal cotton ball for fire starting. You could split it in half. You can use little itty bitty bits of it to make birds' nests smoke up in flames. Really easy way to start a fire. We just have an easy, large keychain. You can use it for whatever. You can use it to fish with if you need an extra thing to pull on when you're fishing. Use it for whatever you want. It's just good to have these little meticulous things with you because they actually do come into use if you have a good enough imagination what you can use these things for. We have a homemade fire starter. It's just a little duct tape with cotton ball inside of it, stringed out. So duct tape's a good fire starter. It lights and stays lit pretty good. And with the cotton inside, it makes it last longer and burn stronger. So put that right there. We just have a piece of cardboard right here. It just keeps everything in place for moving around, but you can use it as another fire starter or whatever you want to use it for. Top here we have, I think we have 8 matches on the top here, taped up nicely. We have a emergency whistle. It's just taped up right now so nothing gets inside the channels of the whistle, and it also has a little bit of extra electrical tape taped around of it because you could use it for bandaging or whatever you need to. You could also substitute that with duct tape, and duct tape is good for everything, obviously. We have a mini Bic lighter for fire starting as our second way of fire starting besides the matches. And to round it up, our third way to start a fire is this pretty chunky ferro rod. It throws, sparks. Good way to start a fire. These do work even if wet. So if this whole kit got soaked and water got inside of the kit, the matches and lighter are going to be unuseful for a while. You could dry out the lighter, but that could take hours or longer to take it to dry out. And matches, they go pretty bad after they get wet, so try not to get those wet ever, but those might be able to get used if dried up. We have a small section of paracord. Paracord lights up. It's just another cheap way to start a fire, but you could also cut little sections of this paracord up to make survival rooster tails for fishing. But you have all sorts of ways. You can use that for whatever you want. We have a small button compass. It gives you a general direction of north, so it does its job. We have a spool of fishing line, and that has tape also on each side of it because it also has extra split shots inside of it. I'm just making good use of any room in the kit, and I thought that was room that I could use inside the kit, so I decided to throw the extra split shots in there. We have a cut-off section of an earplug. This makes a good bobber if you're fishing. If you've ever been fishing, a lot of things make good bobbers, but this is a really easy way to have a bobber when you go fishing. Right here we have 2 birthday candles taped up inside of here. This is a way to have a fire, and you can make it last longer to start a fire if you need to. On the walls of the kit we have a small thin zip tie, and zip ties are good for a lot of things, you know. And we have a pretty thick and heavy duty zip tie, which is also good for a lot of things. You can lash and make tools out of them if you need to. Use it for whatever you want, to fix gear, whatever you need it for. On the other side of the wall we have the match striker, and then we have the striker bar for the ferro rod. The bottom here we have another small section of paracord that's intended to use for a survival rooster tail, and we actually have a small little paracord rooster tail right here actually, and that is all hooked up and ready to go. On the other side of the walls we just have a few safety pins. Good for a lot of things. You can use them to fix rips in gear, you know, pop blisters and drain them out, whatever you need a safety pin for. And on the corresponding wall we have larger safety pins for other more heavy duty uses. So if you have a backpack that has a hole or rip or something in it, you could use those to possibly patch it up, or you can use one of the zip ties, or you could just use the fishing line. Everything in here is most likely going to be a multi-use item in a survival situation. So, almost on the very bottom we have a 1 foot by 1 foot aluminum foil, and you can make a cup to boil water with it. You can use it to wrap fish up, to cook, whatever you need to use it for, it's there. I would most likely use it for boiling water, because if you don't have anything, it's better than nothing. At the very bottom of the kit there's just some bandages for basic medical, like boo-boos or whatever. You have a cut, you don't want to get infected, you know, if you're outside it gets bad. And then to go with that there's 3 alcohol pads to go with that to prevent infection, and that's the end of the kit. So that is our review, today's video on Average Joe Survival. Hope to see you in the next video. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you have questions on our videos, leave them in the comment section below and we'll answer them in our Q&A videos.
If you're interested in checking out any of our gear or taking classes from us, take a look at our website. Also, if you're into airsoft, check out our partner channel, Rolling Thunder Operations. And Training Solutions International is an affiliate company of the Central Aid Agency, so make sure to check out their channel as well.
Well, hope to see you in the next video, and have a nice day.